Hey, everybody. Well, I had this thought as I'm working on finishing that sweater for myself. Yes, I'm finally finishing my sweater before I work on my other sweater and start a project for another channel. Yeah, and wait for a package to arrive for another channel. Oh my gosh, like look what I'm doing for people. See, and I put my sweater aside to do something for someone for another channel. And that should be there, if not tomorrow, which I'm really hoping it gets there tomorrow. If it's not there tomorrow, it should be there Friday. Um, Yeah, right? And that's exciting. So I just had this, just like the aha moment, like, aha, what if I crocheted a dragon? What if I crocheted a dragon? Would anybody want to see how to crochet a dragon? I mean, I'm serious. Yeah, wouldn't you? I mean, that would be kind of fun. Let's, oh, I think I hit the M instead of the N. It's still early and I have just got my first cup of coffee. I was like, dragon. I brush my teeth. I brush my teeth every morning when I first get up. Boom, brush my teeth. I wonder if Matthew Santoro has passed that tissue test. And the light in here is weird. I'm almost thinking about for any of us that are crafters doing, any of us that do knit or crochet, about doing some sort of knit or crochet challenge. Maybe for a garment. I mean, garments take a while. Maybe not so much a garment. Maybe like a small stuffed animal. Those really don't take that long. A hat doesn't really take that long. I mean, a stuffed animal takes less time than a garment. A garment will literally take up to a month or two. And that is an actual fact. A crocheted or knitted garment can take a month or two. So it's like when you see that on the rack, most of those crocheted or knitted garments are made by a machine, and the retailer is not telling you that. When you get something handmade, that's taken somebody a month or two to actually make that garment, unless, of course, they took somebody's grandma's blanket, cut it up, stitched it on a sewing machine, and blah, 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 you have something else. That's completely different. Or let's say you go to Annika Victoria's channel, where she's literally, and I'm being serious, she has literally revamped an old knit sweater that she bought at a thrift store. She has Make Thrift Buy on her channel. And so she thrifted this old ugly sweater with the dog pattern on it. I mean, it was actually kind of cute. I don't know if you can call it an ugly sweater. So, yeah, this is what she did because, it was kind of tight in the bust on her, and I could see why it would be too tight on my bust. And it had a hole in it. So she took that sweater and revamped it and made a skirt. I mean, that's an idea for thrifting and making a new garment. And it turned out to be a really cool pencil skirt, but that's because it was a manufactured from the fashion industry skirt. But handmade, if you can take grandma's blanket or grandma's cardigan, not her button-up cardigan, but her pullover cardigan, and do that, you have to be really careful because how she knitted everything, because there's so many different sizes. The next time I'm able to go back to Michael's crafting, and I'm hoping like really soon, I'm going to write Michael's crafting and see if it's okay for me to put the hashtags down in the corner, whichever corner that is, because this always flips to the other side when it's done, processing. But anyway, I'm going to write them and see if it's okay for me to put the hashtag crafting with Michael or whatever it is I have. So, that way I can use that, but they're not sponsors of mine. I don't have any, and it doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is I bring you guys good content. That's what really matters to me. And I've been watching a lot of good sewing videos because I really want to get back into sewing, and I want to get my antique Singer vintage. Let me recap on how I'm going to word this. My vintage electric Singer sewing machine. And when I mean vintage electric, I mean, bless you, my friend Rocco from Roaming with Rocco, for saving your mom's vintage electric sewing machine and giving it to me when your dad passed, to make sure it went on to somebody that would actually use it. Because you're such a sweetheart, and I do make stuff for you. And even though you can be grumpy sometimes, need a kick in the pants, we get along, and that's why we've been friends for 8 years. I still miss his mom. So I just have to get a few parts for it. And what I mean by vintage, I mean the first electric Singer sewing machine. That's how vintage it is. And on one of these times, I will actually do a video of opening up the wood case. It's in pristine condition. The case for it, the wood case for it, is in pristine condition. And don't worry about this. I know people come back on replay. I'm at the crack-a-lack of dawn, being up, because my legs gave me a tough time again last night. That's why I am up. I have been up since before the sun. The rooster crows at the wrong hour. So I think the rooster's set on the wrong time of daylight savings. Daylight savings didn't even fix the rooster. The neighbor has some roosters, and the daylight savings didn't even help the darn thing. Oh, and we can bust on that. But so what I really like is being able to take some of the clothing that I have, restyle them. You can always restyle some of the clothes that you already have. And this is true. You can restyle your clothes. And yeah, I have my hair pulled back. It looks a little puffy on the side. I don't know if I let my hair down, it's going to be weird. But you can restyle your clothes. And I want to get back into restyling because I can redesign. I've done that before with a lot of my clothing. Now, I don't have a dress form, but Coolerpa, which is another channel. Her name is April. Her channel name is Coolerpa. She does thrifted transformation. And she's really good. She also has how you can make your own dress form. Now, you measure yourself, and you better have somebody to help you with this dress form because you're going to be covered in duct tape. Saran wrap and duct tape. If not, there are other ways to do this. You can literally take a pillowcase, cut out like where you would want your neckline at, put that over you. And then obviously make sure it's very smooth. Have somebody tape it under the bust first, which is what I would recommend. Or, I would say tape it down. For me, I would get a really long one, tape it down to just to mid-thigh, and then start taping it under the bust, and then tape the rest of the way around, and then shove a pillow in there and start hard taping it around and start, shoving some fillers in there because, if you're a chesty person, you need that. And even a thing would be to put like one of your older bras in there, obviously clean, in there to hold the shape of your breast pattern for your homemade dress form, and do that. So that will be another way to do that. But back to the idea of crocheting a dragon. Now, I may have given you an idea of how to make your own dress form for people like myself and a lot of other people out there that don't have a lot of money to spend on dress forms. I know I don't. And I don't shop on the internet. Sorry, I do not. But that's just me. I just don't shop on the internet. I just don't trust it anymore. I used to, but I just don't anymore. Get my jacket off. As the sun hits to a certain point in the sky over here, over it gets a little warm in the office. So what I've actually done on this, I should show you guys this. Let me get to the end part of this, and then I'll actually show you guys what I have gotten done on this so far. So what I'm doing is your basic stitch, but instead of going to the front part of this, the sun is too glary. Let me bring you guys over this way. Instead of going to like the front part right here, I'm actually taking it into the back. Now, what this is actually doing is making kind of a ribbed look to it. So it is giving it a ribbed pattern, and not a lot of people do the ribbed pattern anymore with their looks. They'll just do just their regular look like this, which is just the regular pattern. But I decided on the side I wanted to give it a ribbed look. So I went ahead and decided, instead of catching the hook in the front, that I would take the hook and catch it in the one behind, pull it through, and then pull it through. It's like, see, I'm actually teaching you guys something again. And that's what I really want to bring back to my channel, is start teaching you guys an art again. That's really what my channel was about in the first place, was teaching art. And I really would like to bring that back, if that's really what you guys would like me to do again, because that's really what my channel was about. I want to bring that back. I really do. I would like to bring that back. I used to teach painting on my channel, how to make jewelry, because yes, I do know how to make jewelry. Yeah. Davis Jewelry and Art is my thing. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I did used to have business cards with that on it. Used to, because I used to make designer cakes for people, and the matching jewelry. I mean, I used to have men come to me and be like, can you make this cake for, their wives or their girlfriends? And I would make the themed cake that they wanted for them. And they'd be like, you make jewelry? Oh my gosh, I almost forgot that. Then they would have me make a piece of jewelry to go with it. And I would make something extra to like put the jewelry in. They're like, what is this? I'm like, open it. They're like, oh my God, the jewelry's in there. What is this extra? And I'm like, no. It comes with the jewelry. And they're like, oh my gosh. So it's, I would go out of my way to give a little extra to people, so that they would know they got great customer service. Hey, I see I do have one viewer in here. And see, that's the other thing that's going to change up here, is I have viewers. I have people that come in here and view. So I actually have viewers. Makes it better if you say viewer. They can't get you on that. I have viewers. Makes YouTube life a little easier. I'm just going to move my backpack over here and scooch over better to the camera. So to make things a little easier for my viewers, I'm going to pull that, put that there. That's where I keep that. I know it's like an alien antennae. So what I've really done when I started to add the black in, and you can see where the tail yarn is, and I'm going to leave that there for a while until I actually finish the whole entire sweater. Because if I have enough yarn, I'm actually going to do off the very, very bottom. If not, I'll go get a whole other skein of yarn. Excuse me, because I have an idea to make it a little longer with the black, even though it's already really long. So what I've done so far, this is the sweater. I hope you guys can see that. Okay. And what I've done is taken that, and obviously this stopped at where the armhole is. Oh, yay, right? Gave myself some room there. Now, the reason I brought it up to here is because that a lot of clothing designers do not think about we bigger busted women with the side breast. Okay. A lot of designers do not think about that. Myself, I used to be a custom clothing designer, and I absolutely think about every body size, every body shape. And I'm going to put, hopefully I can adjust this by putting it on this book. Yes, that's what it says. Thank you for the thumbs up. And I actually really do think about every shape, every size of a person. Doesn't matter who you are, male, female. I try to compensate for every size, every skin shade. And you see how I said that? It's a skin shade. We all have a different shade of tan. Mine's just now starting to get darker. My tan is tan all year round, but it's just now starting to get darker. But the whole thing is I think about what clothing can go with every tone for every body. There you go. What goes with every body? And what can look good with everybody? Now, you see, I didn't say everybody. I said everybody. And the reason that I say that is because the fashion industry, no, that was not an orb. That was a piece of dust. Even though this house is haunted. Really. We have Tommy knockers. But still, the whole thing is, I think about everybody's shape, everybody's size. It doesn't matter the bust, the hips, the belly, your ab area, your booty. It doesn't matter your shape, your size, your age. Well, it does kind of matter with age. Okay, I'm not going to make I've made baby clothing before, but I made sure it was age appropriate. Now maybe there's just a bug in here. There was a gnat in here the other day because that was just weird. That could have just been that gnat that was in here the other day. That was natty. You have to admit that. But now I was thinking about, okay, if you've seen the videos where I crocheted that bear, that cute, the most adorable teddy bear. And I have a thought for the one I'm doing for Queen of Crazies, CG. Queen of Crazies is just her channel name. But, CG is a really cool person. And the reason I'm going to make her a teddy bear is because I want her to have something before she goes through a health surgery. So I want her to have something to help her out, to get through it, even though she has a lot of people surrounding her with such positivity. Sometimes you just need a little extra. It's there. You can just grab it and, hey, it's right there with you. And then an arm knit scarf. But while I'm doing that, I'll be trying to do the video so that you guys can see the steps on how to make. If you really want to see that, drop a comment. If you guys want to see how to make the arm knit scarves, drop a comment. Giggles had previously said she wants to learn how to make a open sweater, which I already have the yarn for, and I will be teaching that. So stay tuned. So as soon as I'm finished with this, I will show it off. So stay tuned for that. So there is actually a lot coming up. I have to go wake somebody up in a minute. I left the coffee pot on for someone so that they could have fresh coffee. I'll just text them. There you go. Oops. My fingers had a coffee moment there of just brain farted with my fingers. Anyway, I don't care. God, like what's like the thing for clipping down my hair? My hair is just everywhere today. But I really want to. I just had the aha moment thought of why not crochet a dragon? I just like. I know a child that absolutely loves dragons, and why not crochet one? I think that would be so cool. Who wouldn't love to see a crochet dragon? Right? And then see how you stuff it. I don't know if I'll have enough leftover ends for that, but if I don't have enough leftover ends of yarn, I can always compensate for that and get some stuffing for it, and that would be fine too. Because that stuffing can always be used later on when I can show you guys how to make hand-sewn pillows, if you want to see that. And you can really put a lot of decor into your house without spending a lot. There's a lot of things that you can do without going out into purchase and have the same old thing that everybody else has, when you can style your home and yourself for yourself and be more creative on your own. And the platform, I think, from when I first started YouTube, and that was, oh my gosh, that was actually back in 2011, but YouTube wouldn't let me keep that content, so all my cooking videos were lost. So I had a lot of weight on me then, but all those videos were lost because YouTube wouldn't let me keep them. But oh well, I'm still here, and yeah. And now I just have other things to teach you. I know somebody asked me to show how to make the crab cakes that I plan on making myself today. Yeah, that's what I'm making for my dinner. I don't know if I'll have time to do that today because I have a lot of things to do. I have things to prep for my health. I actually have to call my doctor and see what my labs were for things because that call didn't come through. So yeah, they may want to change my thyroid meds, and I may not know about that. That's interesting. Yeah. So, all in all, if you haven't noticed, like my eyes don't look as baggy as they have been, and I'll tell you what. And we'll just toss this in here while we're at it. I've been using the e.l.f. lip plumper around the eyes. This is just a little key thing for you ladies. I've also been using it on my 11s, and that little wrinkle spot right here, I've been using it there and on the 11, and just around here and where you would normally have the crow's feet. Now, I've been thinking about taking it up here on the little wrinkled forehead, just to see what it does. Doesn't sting, does not sting. It smells like cinnamon. Oh my gosh. But I think you'd like it. It does have a little bit of a tingly sensation, but it doesn't burn. It doesn't burn. It has that capsaicin in there. But it does not burn. Like normal capsaicin. I don't think they put a lot in there, but that was just enough to like plump the lip a little. But it takes away the puffiness from the eyes, and I noticed, like, I did that, like, 3 days ago, and I might just have to do that a tiny bit. Maybe Friday, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Works pretty darn good, I'll tell you that much, and I'm gonna look and see if they actually have a bigger thing of lip plumper. Because I'm gonna tell you what, dolls and doll faces, I call my gay guy friends that actually wear makeup or do makeup, doll face. Mark knows this. If you don't know Mark, his channel is, oh my God, Glitz. Everybody knows Glitz. If anybody in the makeup community, the beauty community knows Glitz, yeah, you know who he is. I feel like crocheting something for Glitz. Just like, I don't know. No, not a rainbow bear, just because, you know. Just maybe like a powder blue bear because he likes blue. Just a soft powder blue bear. But anyway, guys, I will see you later. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. And let me know if you want me to show you guys how to crochet a stuffed dragon. I think that would be so cool. So I'm going to see about getting back to this, and I will see you guys later.